do you have any advice for actors just starting out in the industry and how to kind of make a name for themselves or keep busy? It's kind of a general question.
It's so hard now. I mean, I don't want to ever discourage anybody because an actor's dream is an actor's dream, and I think they should follow it. With passion. I think that especially when it's slow like this, the best thing an actor can do is just work as much as they can in any venue, whether it's in their class, whether it's
troupe,
studying,
plays.
improv troupe, right, doing stand-up, whatever it is to keep the motor running, you know. And a lot of times, what I always suggest to people, it's sort of, based on the old Napoleon Hill thing, is put together a mastermind group, 6 or 8 or 10 or a dozen actors that think like you and that want the same things that you want and that have the same goals. Put together a mastermind lunch group where you get together once a week and you talk about what you can do to increase your chances to work in the business. Put together a cold reading group where you get together and go to Samuel French and you pick up scenes or plays and you just do scenes and you work out hard with good, honest critique that you don't have to worry about, somebody seeing your work that and not hiring you because of it. What you're doing is you're actually working with your peers and getting stronger from it. And then just do everything. I mean, especially if you're just starting out. The best thing that I think an actor can do is scour the Breakdown Express or the Actors Access for student films, for short films, for even small parts in features or big parts in small features, stuff that you can sink your teeth into and that you can do even if it's not for a lot of money, just so you can put together a great reel, so you can start getting experience, so you know what it's like to be on a set, you know where the camera is, you know where the lights are, you know where your mark is, and you also in the process are developing relationships with the people on the set. Those are the kind of things that you need to do when you start out. It's so hard for me to tell actors, just keep working and you'll get that job. Keep moving forward, keep submitting, because sometimes it just doesn't work out that easily. So you got to keep yourself busy, and it's always busy with whatever it takes to be an actor. I mean, being an actor doesn't mean you're necessarily in front of a camera getting paid $1 million. Being an actor means you're doing whatever you can do to make sure that people see your work. And
even performing on 3rd Street Promenade.
Well, I don't know. I don't think your work was that good when I saw you there.
My Michael Jackson impression was
it was okay, but I think your moonwalk needs some work, Rob.
I'll stick to Tiger Wood impressions.
Okay.
Do you think there's a formula of success for an actor?
There is no
Certain
formula.
Qualities?
There is no. If there were a formula for success, I would be selling it right now on the corner of Sawtell and Kotner.
Next to the Star Maps people, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Now there isn't one. I mean, the formula is hard work, persistence. It's never giving up. Again, going back to the old Napoleon Hill book, 3 Feet from Gold. It's like the guy that sold all of his equipment because he couldn't strike the gold mine, he couldn't find it. Sold all of his equipment to some goofy guy with who had a couple extra bucks, who bought the equipment, who started digging in the same place and 3 feet away hit a gold vein and became a multimillionaire. It's the day you give up, the next day is when you would have made it. So I always tell actors, don't give up, don't worry about the failures, because it's the old Babe Ruth thing. He struck out more than any other batter in the world, but he also hit more home runs. So the thing, it was actually Hank Aaron, I think, or is it Babe
somebody?
Ruth? I'm missing the sports gene. So, but the fact is you got to strike out if you're going to hit the home run. So I think actors just need to keep getting up to bat and don't be discouraged. And the problem with that a lot of actors have, I don't know if it's a problem, but the problem they run into is the fact that they, when they were kids and they were growing up and being Superman and Batman and James Bond and Cinderella and Barbie, and they could create all these characters and they could be the tree in the Christmas play or the whatever. They were, applauded by their parents. It was they loved what they did. That was great. It was cute when you could sing the song in the parlor with your dad playing piano. And now you're grown up and you're trying to do it for a living. And the same people that were encouraging you when you were a little kid are now saying,
When are you gonna get a real job?
Yeah, when are you gonna get a real job?
Waiting tables still.
Don't think about taking those business classes. Think about psychology is really just back yourself. The thing is when you have something to fall back on, you fall back on it.
Exactly.
So I always say to actors, don't let the dream get taken away from you by the people who don't understand. I mean, your peer group, the people you grew up with in your little hometown, and your mom and your dad and even your grandparents are, what are you doing out there in Hollywood? Mm-hmm. You're never going to make it. Well, if you believe that stuff, then that's the reality that you'll find for yourself. So I always tell actors, don't believe it. Don't just shove it aside and keep plugging away.